Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. A beautiful spring day, a very hot day here where I am absolutely glorious. Not so glorious if you are a member of Scotty's Little Soldiers. That's a charity that Prince Harry supports. He has for quite a long time. It's a very worthy cause. It's for children who have lost parents in armed forces. So a charity that supposedly is very close to his heart, and as I say, one he has supported over the years. But it seems to have hit a bit of a bump in the road, Scotty's Little Soldiers. The story goes that, first of all, Harry sent them a letter. That was a few days ago, and that was released at the same time as Prince William was in South Africa for Earthshot. So that was released, a letter explaining how he shared their pain, he understood their pain. He too had lost a parent, you know, that story. Then came the Remembrance Weekend, and I think 53 children from Scotty's Little Soldiers participated in events in London over the weekend, and armed, fortified with bags of sweets donated by Prince Harry. And as if that's not bad enough, very cheap and nasty looking bags of sweets, sort of looked like leftover Halloween harvests, scavengings, and cheap and nasty clear bags, like sandwich bags, what I would call a freezer bag or a sandwich bag, stuffed full of sweets. Nothing fancy about them, nothing special about them, nothing healthy about them in the days where everybody's got food allergies and everyone's very aware of sugar and how bad it is and all of that stuff. Cheap and nasty, shades of all those events where Meghan gave out some bags of crisps to the people at Uvalde, and some cheap snacks to people, baby to baby. I think they handed out some cheap takeaways and stuff like that. It's very on brand for the Parkles, shall we say. Cheap bags of sweets for children, but no money. And the reason I say no money is because Fluffy has come to share her disdain about the story. Scotty's Little Soldiers, according to Robert Hardman, for the first time in its existence, has been unable to afford its annual festival. So Harry took the cheap option, handed out bags of sweets to these kids, didn't show up in person as he has previously, sent them a letter at the same time as Prince William was in South Africa for Earthshot, and they can't afford their annual festival. So it looks like a charity that's in terrible trouble. I have the Lunar Soul Tarot on the tarot table for this one. Our theme of the day is an unfortunate one. If you happen to belong to one of these charities that Prince Harry is supposed to be supporting as patron, it's basically the theme of letting them down. And so Scotty's Little Soldiers, first I'm going to have a look at what's going on with the Lunar Soul Tarot, what the mutual feelings are, what Harry's intentions are towards them, what they feel about him as patron, what's with the money, what's going on there, that they can't afford their annual festival, long-term prospects for Scotty's Little Soldiers, and long-term prospects for Prince Harry as their patron. He hasn't really got much else going on in his life, we have to say. So you would think he would put some effort into these things, and instead of cheap and nasty looking bags of sweets, he might actually hand over some substantial sums of money, or actually get busy with some fundraising. How about that, Prince Harry? Anyway, a topic you could get quite riled up about, and it's too hot here for me to get riled up about things like that, but we're going to see what's going on. I've rambled enough. One more shuffle for good luck, and good luck to Scotty's Little Soldiers. There's a worthy cause. 10 of Cups is showing itself in reverse. Very sad little card, that, when you think of the promise of that charity and how much good it could do in these little lives, and a bag of sweets. It's a bit Oliver Twist, isn't it? Okay, This is tarot. I nearly said this is charity for fun and entertainment. No, it's not. It's tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. I just read energy here, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Form your own opinion about Prince Harry and his performance as patron of Scotty's Little Soldiers. 5 of Wands, and it's in reverse. It's a give up energy with the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is fighting for something. Maybe fighting amongst yourselves over something, but it's also competition. It's flexing. It's proving that you can do something. You can outdo someone else. So I think that's why the letter was released when it was. That's of course my personal suspicion and speculation to overshadow Prince William, but failing dismally. This business with the sweets has it's been pushed in certain quarters on X that account from the kitchen of Mudslide Mansion, those accounts should we say, but it's fallen flat. It hasn't gained any traction whatsoever. It hasn't helped the charity at all. It just made it look really, really bad. And it's almost giving me the feeling that he's given up and he can't be bothered. He dressed in the scarf. He stood in that porch where they recorded that silly video for the thing in Bogota. But really, I think he's given up. I don't think Scotty's Little Soldiers can serve Prince Harry much anymore. Let's see what's going on. The situation, that is of course my opinion. 3 of Swords, broken heart, betrayal, disappointment, pain. Of course, it is a charity that very much represents people who've suffered heartache and loss and betrayal. But I think it's more than that. I think that he has, my opinion, my personal opinion, I think that that card tells us that they feel he has really let them down. That's the core issue of this reading, of just letting someone down, disappointing them and betraying them. My opinion, of course, he did show up for the well child thing. For some reason he could be bothered to do that. Couldn't be so bothered for Scotty's Little Soldiers. Let's see what his attitude to this charity is right now. How does he feel about them? 6 of Swords. Wow, that is leaving something behind that you find difficult, putting it in your past, sailing away from it. Let's not stick around and support, roll up your sleeves, get stuck in, help, raise funds, raise profile. Here's a bag of sweets for you, I'm off. That's my opinion. How do they feel about him as patron? Oh wow, we've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. It's much worse than the 5 of Wands in reverse. He's given up. The burden has got heavier and heavier. Can't support it anymore when the card flips into reverse. It's the give up. Drop the sticks. Can't carry this burden anymore. I give up. I wash my hands of it. I'm out of here. Deep breath. The money. What's going on with the money situation for this charity? Just anything that the universe wants to tell us. Another 10. The end. 10s are endings. He's given up. As far as they're concerned, he wants to leave them behind. As far as they're concerned, he has given up. He sent them a letter. He took a picture of himself with the scarf, sent some bags of sweets. That's it. Financially, they're in very big trouble. 10 of Swords is the kind of trouble you can't really see your way out of. It's the end, it's ruin, it's calamity. It's also a card of betrayal. It's normally somebody who is lying face down, dead to the world for all intents and purposes, with 10 swords stabbed into their backs. So we have 2 extremely painful cards here. The 3 of Swords, which is heartache and betrayal, stabbed through the heart and then stabbed through the back with the 10 of Swords. That's just energy that I'm reading, of course, and it's just tarot for fun and entertainment and all my opinion. But it really doesn't look good for Scotty's Little Soldiers. Let's see, how are they going to be doing? Long-term prospects for them. Can they save it? Can they turn it around? I've got the Knight of Discs. Now, ordinarily, I would say that that's Prince Harry. But that's his energy. But it does look as if someone might step in and help them. put them back on track, because the Knight of Discs is very much getting onto good footing, finding your way forward, slow but steady progress. So it looks as if they are going to get help from somewhere. They're going to get bailed out. Pentacles, it's always good, discs, when you're in financial trouble, to the extent that they are with the Ten of Swords. So it looks as if something might happen. And as I say, ordinarily I would say Prince Harry might actually be doing something to help them, but given the rest of the reading, it doesn't really look as if this is coming from him. It might be coming from someone else. And certainly attention has been drawn to their plight by Robert Hardman in the article that he wrote about the events on Sunday at the Cenotaph. It was the last paragraph, and it was very much attention drawing paragraph in that article that he wrote for the Daily Mail. So let's see Prince Harry's relationship with Scotty's little soldiers. How's it going to go in future? Is he going to actually wake up and realize it doesn't look like he's really going to quit or focus on them? Two of Discs is really being torn between two things, juggling things, trying to balance things, not really having much to give them. So I think he's going to carry on for his own sake, in the sense, and this is my personal opinion of the situation, I think he's going to continue with them because it would look horrific if he dropped them, even though there he is, he's overseas, he's far, far away from them, and I think would quite like to leave this mess behind, but he can't really. So he's going to stay as the face of them, and he's going to try and juggle and balance and give them a little bit, but it's really at the level of bags of sweets, the Two of Discs. It's somebody who doesn't have much in the way of resources or time or interest or effort to give them. They need a huge cash injection from someone. They're going to get it from someone. We might check to see who that someone is, but Harry is going to hang around. For me, that Two of Discs is a hang around energy. He's not going to quit, even though they feel let down by him. Ten of Wands in reverse, in my opinion, allegedly. They're certainly in a lot of financial trouble. And we have two very negative cards. One as our underlying energy, the Five of Wands, of a give up, defeated energy. And then the betrayal and broken heart and disappointment and pain card with the Three of Swords. So interesting. Let's see if we can see where that Knight of Discs is coming from, that energy. Who is it? Who's going to come along and save them and put them back on track? We can't have you. It's too early for you. Sorry. Just feels not ready for that card. Let's just focus now. You can come out again and play if you really want to. Any idea who that Knight of Discs is, who's slow but steady, earth sign energy, who might just come along and help? I've got so many cards. It's too many cards. It's too many cards. I can't have 3 cards. I'm going to give it one more time. It was just too much energy in that. Good energy, I have to say, for them with the sun there. I think it's the attention. Okay, it does want to give me lots of cards. So I think the attention was the sun that was coming along. No, this is also 3. Hierophant is the royal family. 2 of Cups and the world. It's not giving me a who so much as it's publicity that's coming to them. The world, the sun, similar kind of a thing. We're going to hear about it. We might get some fundraising, some donations. And the Hierophant has showed up, which is royal family. It could even be behind the scenes helping hand. It's been done before. It's been done before with the Invictus Games when Harry pulled out of that fundraiser for them because he'd made a commitment to Oprah on another platform, and so he disappointed them, let them down. Prince William gave them at least some, if not all, of his damages that he got, his settlement from whichever newspaper group it was for the phone hacking thing. He slid them the money, saved the day. I think there's something similar going on here, and I think there's something about eyes being on this situation now, that there's some shame and disgrace in here for the Prince of Has-Beens, as far as I'm concerned. And as I say, eyes on it, and it does look like they are going to be rescued, which is a good thing, but not, as far as I can tell, in my opinion, by their patron. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.